Alright, hey everybody, and welcome to Zenfolio Live. I'm Robert with Zenfolio, and thanks for joining us on the live stream today. Today we're going to be talking about Zenfolio's new copyright protection service. So this is actually an add-on feature that you can turn on in your account, and they will look for uses of your photos that are not authorized, and they will help you file claims on that. So we're going to talk about that. Hey, if this is your first time joining us on the live stream, thanks for coming and hanging out with us. Make sure you say hi to us in the chat. Let us know where you're from. And as always, thanks for all of you guys who come back and watch us week to week. This is why we do this, to make sure that you guys are as successful as possible in Zenfolio. And sorry, my computer's making noise. I thought I muted it. But make sure you're subscribed to the channel. So if you're not subscribed, click that subscribe button. We do the live streams every week, and that way you get notified. Then also the new video tutorials that we put out as well. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and jump onto my dashboard here really quick. And let me show you guys where to turn this add-on feature on in your account. Now, there is a charge for it. We are currently doing an introductory price of it, so it's normally $8 a month if you bill it monthly, or it can be $4 a month for the introductory price. It's actually $96 for the year normally, but we are doing the introductory price of $48 for the year. So definitely worth checking out. Now, make sure you guys say hi. Let me know where you're from. I'll give you guys a shout out here in a second, but let me show you where to enable this in your account. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to actually go down to your accounts, go over to your account settings here. So just click on settings and then click on account. That's going to take you to the account information page. Now, some of you guys might be using the new photos page. Your account might look a little bit different than mine. What you want to do in that case is hover over your username and click on account right here. And that will take you to your account settings. So once you do that, you should wind up here. And there's a little thing over on the right hand side that says add-on plans, and it'll say click to visit. You want to go ahead and click that and visit it. Now, I've got it opened up here in another tab, and that page is going to look like this. And this is where you can scroll down and add these plans to your account. Now, there are several different add-ons that you can add, but today we're going to be talking about the copyright protection service, which is right here. But let me scroll down really quick and show you what else there is. There is the Triple Scoop Music add-on plan, and then there's also Photographer's Edit. But what you want to do is scroll down to the copyright protection service, and I've already purchased this, and I just did this today. It'll say add plan or purchase plan or something right here. You click on that. It's going to take you to the page to go ahead and pay for that plan and get that added onto your account. Now, I just did this today, so it hasn't had much time to crawl my images and look on the web for images and things like that. But when you do this, it creates an account inside of what's called PixTrack, which is who provides this service through Zenfolio. So this is what the PixTrack account looks like. I don't have anything in here yet, but when they find unauthorized use of your images online, they'll actually notify you. You'll get an email. It's a really easy service. In the email, there's going to be instructions, and you can work with their lawyers to file claims, and the lawyers that they have will actually handle most of that side of things for you, and they'll be in constant back and forth communication with you on how that works. Now, once you purchase the plan, you're actually going to get an email that looks something like this, and it'll just let you know the next steps. So what they're doing is they are going to start crawling your public images. So any images that can be accessed publicly on your site, that's what they're going to start crawling and indexing. And it can take up to about a week. And then they're going to notify you by email once they find matches on the web. Now, in this email that you'll get, there's also going to be additional information that you can click on and view the link there. And then we also have a help guide article on this service as well. So if I could get Cheryl to throw that out in the chat, you guys can check this out. Definitely a cool service. I am going to be doing a follow-up live stream on this service. So like I said, I just enabled it today. I'm going to be doing a follow-up live stream after I have more information on what it looks like when some of your photos get picked up, and I'm also going to get some stats from how many photos they found so far that are being used without authorization, and different stats like that. So if you guys are interested in this subject, make sure that you're subscribed to the channel so that when we do this follow-up stream on this service, I can go back in, I can show you guys what it looks like once images have been found, and I can also give you some stats and provide some stats on the number of photos they're finding and different things like that. If you guys have any questions about the service, please get those in the chat. If you have any questions about Zenfolio in general, off subject, whatever you want to ask about, make sure you get that in the chat so I can get that answer for you guys today. Let me go ahead and jump over here and check on you guys in chat really quick. So I've got Cheryl hanging out with me today, moderating. Always glad to have Cheryl there hanging out with us. Home phone says aloha. So aloha home phone. Hopefully, if you're not in Hawaii this time, hopefully at least you're somewhere where you're relaxing with a nice cold drink. George Horseman said, hi, I'm George from New Jersey. Hey, George, glad to have you here joining us. Varsa Vasara, I'm going to try to say it right, but I'm probably not, says hi from Lago Vista, Texas. All right. And then George says he's a new member of the Pro Zenfolio plan. So that's awesome, George. Glad to have you here. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and once the stream gets done, definitely go through and check out the rest of the videos. They're going to help you with your Zenfolio account. So let's see. So George actually got a question. He says, have a question. Set up download. If you click photo and use the right click on the mouse and password pop up. So you want to set it up to where the client has to enter a password to download the photo. I think that's what you're asking. If not, can you just clarify a little bit? But that's what it sounds like. So what you want to do is, if you want to let your clients download with a password, there's not going to be really a right-click option for that, but you can turn downloading on with a password. So if you go into a client gallery here, and we click on any of these galleries. Let me find a better one. That one's kind of crazy. We're going to go to the gallery right here, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go over to gallery access. Now your page might look a little bit different. Gallery access is going to be up here somewhere, but for now I'm just going to show you here. You go to gallery access, and then let me zoom out a little bit so you guys can see everything here. There we go. So in gallery access, there is a downloading setting right here, and this is where you can set to do not allow downloading. You can turn downloading on, and you can also turn downloading on with a password right here and put in the gallery password. Now, let me clarify, George, what this downloading is for. This downloading is for the downloading of free original files from your website. So if you just want to let your clients go to the website and download their photos for free, that's what this downloading option is for. Now, if you're giving your clients the download password after they've paid for it, maybe you're having them pay for digital downloads and then you're just going and turning on the downloading with the password, this is not the route that you want to take. And the reason is especially if you're shooting things like weddings where multiple people might be coming in and looking at these galleries, but you only want your client to download the photo for free. Anybody else would have to pay. What you want to do is you want to look into our digital products feature, because you can sell the digital downloads through Zenfolio, but you can make them free for your intended client by using a coupon. So let me walk you through that process really quick, because it's a much better method of giving your clients free downloads than using the password one, if you're using that option to just give them the password after they've kind of paid for it. So let me just hit cancel here really quick. And actually, I'm going to make sure this is set to be do not allow downloading. And I'm just going to save that. And let me jump back over here where you guys can see a little bit bigger of my screen. So if you want to give your clients free downloads, then like I said, you definitely want to use our digital downloads feature and then give your clients a coupon, because what that's going to do is let them download the photos for free, and then anybody else that comes to the gallery will have to purchase those downloads. So what we're going to do first is just jump into digital products. We're going to go to selling right here. And then what we're going to do is click on digital products right here. And I've already got some in here, and there's actually a really good video tutorial on our channel that covers this in detail, much slower than I'm going to be able to go through it today. But let me just show you really quick. So I'm going to go and click add product. And what I'm going to do is just put a single image download in here really quick in the title. And anytime you can give your products a title, you want to make sure that you're descriptive, because this is how your products are going to show up in the price list in Zenfolio. So I'm going to put single image download there. Next, I'm going to apply a license to this product as well. And we're just going to leave it set to original photos. And I'm going to go down to the very bottom and click save. Now I went through that. It was already used. Let me just do digital downloads too. There we go. So I went through that pretty quickly, but we're just creating a digital download because I want to show you how you're going to make it free for your clients. So what I'm going to do now is just go to selling, and I'm going to add this to a price list really quick. And I'm just going to create a blank price list with the downloads only. So I'm going to create a blank price list, call this downloads. And you can do a lot more than just that single image download, George. So you can also create full gallery downloads as well, and it will let your clients download the entire gallery within a single click. And you can also make those free with a coupon as well, or have it to where it's free for your clients, but then anybody else would have to come in and purchase those downloads. And that's really the key, and the reason we're doing it this way is because you want to maintain control of that. If you use the password option, we would all like to think that our clients are going to be honest, but if I shot a wedding and I wanted to give my bride and groom free downloads, and I did it the password route, there's not really a way to prevent them from giving that password out to mom, to dad, to anybody else who just wants to come and download those photos. So that's why you go the coupon route. That way you give your client a coupon, it makes their digital downloads free, but anybody else that would come in would have to pay for it. So we're going to add that digital product really quick. So I'm just going to click up here. We're going to go to downloads. Here's that single image download, and then I'm going to add that to my price list, and we're just going to give it a price really quick. All right, so we've added that to the price list. We've given it a price. I'm going to save it and assign it to a gallery. And I'm just going to pick that client gallery right here, Joe and Jane, and save it there. And so now that gallery has a price list where people can go and purchase digital downloads. Now for our client, we want that to be free for them. So what we would do is we would go to selling, go to coupons and campaigns, create a new coupon, and an individual coupon. I'm just going to call this one Jane and I think it was Joe. And the coupon code would be free downloads, or whatever you want to call it, 2018. Now, if you created a digital product that let them have all of the photos for download, you're going to want to make this for that amount. However, I just created the single image products, which is $10 per download. So what I'm going to do is, let's say we want to give your client, or these clients, let's say we want to give them 10 free downloads, and then after that they would have to pay for anything. So we're going to say discount products. What we're going to do is use a discount amount, and we're going to put in $100, 10 times 10. And then I'm going to scroll down here, turn off the prints and products option right here, and then also set this up to only work in that specific client gallery. That way this coupon can't be used anywhere else. And then the last thing I'm going to do is make this have a maximum number of use limit of 1. So what I'm going to do is copy this coupon code, because this is what you send to your clients. Set it to 1 use and hit save. So what happens is when your clients use that coupon code to get their downloads for free, it expires. So even if they share that coupon code with mom or dad or friends or family, that coupon code will no longer be valid once they go in there and try to use it. So if we go here to photos, and let's just go here really quick, and I'll show you what this does. So let me go here, and what I'm going to do is just make this gallery public really quick, just because I don't want to have to mess with the password, and I'm going to turn off visitor sign in. And let me show you how this works. So what I'm going to do is view this in an incognito window, so we're actually looking at it like we're a client. Anytime you guys want to test out your website like a client, what I would recommend doing is opening it up in an incognito window that lets you view it without being logged into your account. So I'm just going to right click on the link to the gallery right here, hit open in an incognito window. That's going to take me to that client gallery, which it's probably going to be ugly, guys. I've been doing a lot of testing, playing around, so this account's probably going to be ugly, just a fair warning to let you know. But what we're going to do next is just click on one of these photos. That's going to take us in here to Quick Shop, and over here on the right is where the single image download is going to be right here. So you can see it's $10. I could select that as a download. I can go to the next photo and do the same thing if I wanted. But now let me go to the cart really quick and show you how this coupon code works. So we're going to go to the cart, and I'm going to click proceed to checkout, and you can see right there that it's going to charge me $10. So if I'm the client getting my free downloads, once I click proceed to checkout, I have the option of checking out as a guest, and that's what I'm going to click on now, just so we can get to the next space. And there'll be an option where your client can go in and put in their coupon information. So this is the digital license agreement. So that's the other nice thing, is that the digital products does require them to view the digital license agreement. And then from here, they're going to get to where they have to put in their information. So Robert, and we are going to email this receipt to zenvisitor@gmail.com. gmail.com, and then the next space is where I can put in that coupon. So now here's that coupon code right there. I'm going to put that coupon in, and you're going to see this price change. So now I get to download those photos for free. But if I was somebody else and I came back in, I would have to purchase those downloads. So that's actually the option that I prefer when you're trying to give people digital downloads, just because it lets you maintain complete control of who's actually getting to download those photos. If you do it with a password, then people can share that password out, and the next thing you know, 10 people have downloaded their photos for free when you only really wanted to let your client download them for free, and you wanted anybody else to pay for them. So anyway, George, I hope that answers your question. But you can also turn it on like I showed you earlier. I just wanted to make sure that you understood the difference between the two, and that's the route that I prefer taking, is with the digital products. All right, let me check on you guys here in chat really quick. Let's see. Murat says, what happens if a photo is allowed to be downloaded, but someone downloads and uses it or sells it? Is there a way to notify them that they can download for personal use, but it is copyrighted? Hey, so I was just kind of going through our digital products, and that is in the digital products section. So if you remember, when I was creating a digital product, there is a place to apply a license agreement to that. So whenever you create the digital product to let your clients download, there's this section here where you can choose a license to apply to the digital product. And these are built-in licenses that Zenfolio has provided for you. If you have a custom license that you're used to working with, you can click on licenses right here and then go in and add a license. And basically you're just going to paste in your text, save that, and then that option will actually become, it will be in that little license drop down back when you create the product. So once you apply that license to the digital product, as you saw just a few minutes ago when I was doing that checkout process, I had to agree to that the terms of that license before I could download it. So that's another good reason to use the digital products, is if you're going to let people download photos, the digital products, they actually have to go through that CART process where they're supposed to read and review the license text, but they do have to check a box that says that they agree to the terms. Now, in addition to that, when they get the zip file that has their downloads, that license is also going to be included in that zip file as well. So you've notified them during checkout, and then you've also provided them with a copy of that license. So that way, all of those steps have been done. If they didn't read it, it's their fault, and then you can proceed from there. So hopefully, Murat, that answered your question. And if I need to clarify that anymore, if you have any follow-up questions, definitely please let me know. Also, like you said, also just using this service does not register the photos with copyright, does it? That's a great question. I don't think so. I'm pretty positive it doesn't. However, as a photographer, the copyright is actually created the second that you take that photo. You already own the copyrights to that photo. So the second that you take that photo, you have the copyright to it. It does not have to be registered to pursue copyright infringement cases on that. The second you take the photo, you own the copyright to it. There are a lot of resources out there you can view to go over the copyright laws and how they apply to photographers. I would definitely recommend checking those out. Now, the other thing that I would suggest too, just to make sure that you're covering yourself, is one, set up a copyright in your camera. So in your camera, you can go in, I'm a Nikon shooter. There's a couple of different places to do it. You can go in and put a custom copyright with your name, your web address, your email, all of that stuff. So that's actually being applied in the camera to the image, to the image's metadata. And then you can also have that showing on Zenfolio as well. So any of the photos that you've uploaded to Zenfolio, you can have that copyright shown. So if you go into, let me just go right here. Let's go to this gallery really quick. And then click on any of these photos here. Over in photo details, there's a copyright section right here. And that is pulling from the camera. So these are from Evan Chung. So that copyright's pulling from his camera. But then you can also set up a copyright in Zenfolio as well. I think it's under settings and account. Let's see, somewhere under here. Right here. So if you go to settings, account, display name, and copyright, you can actually put your copyright in here as well. So the more places that you have that put in, the more it's going to be present on the image, and the better chances you have of proving your case that the photos belong to you. So hopefully that answers your question. If you have any more questions about it, definitely please feel free to ask. I will answer to the best of my ability. Unfortunately, I am not a professor of the law, so I'm just going to tell you as much as I know, but definitely get in contact with a lawyer if that's something that you're concerned about or that you want to know all the ins and outs. All right, so let's see. Chris Garcia Photography says hi from Welsco, Texas. Oh man, there's a lot of you guys from Texas. That's awesome to see so many people from Texas. I'm actually from Oklahoma, so I'm a native Midwestern. Does Texas, hey guys, let me know, Texas, do you guys consider yourself Midwestern or something else? Let me know in the chat. Let's see. Rodney says, hello everybody. George says, thanks for the info, Robert. Rodney is from Houston, Texas as well. Wow, a lot of you Texas guys here. All right. All right, Murat says, perfect, thank you. And then does that embed into the JPEG somehow? So when you do it in camera, yes. And then when you do it in Zenfolio, it is on the image while the image is in Zenfolio. But if you download the image out, it does not embed that copyright. So you want to make sure that that copyright is in your photo before you upload it to Zenfolio. Now, you can also do that in Photoshop, Lightroom, any of the software, any of the photo processing softwares will have a place where you can change the metadata, update the metadata, change your copyright, put more information in there. Sometimes it's also called the IPTC data. So definitely check that out. You can do it. I know you can do it in Photoshop and Lightroom, and I'm sure Bridge will let you do it as well as the other places. All right, let's see. Let me grab an email question really quick. Hey guys, if you have any more questions about Zenfolio, if you have any questions about pricing, anything at all, the copyright questions are awesome as well. Any kind of questions you guys have, definitely please let us know in the chat. I'm gonna grab an email question really quick, and then I'm gonna come back and check on you guys here in chat. Those of you guys who are watching the recorded version of this live stream, we would love to have you guys come hang out with us live, but I understand we're busy and it's not always the perfect time for you to stop what you're doing and jump on a live stream. So in the link or in the description of the video below is a link that you guys have been using. It's a link where you can put in questions for the following week. That's where I get these email questions and answer those for you guys on the following live stream. So my next question, or my email questions are, let me get down here to them. Is there a way for me to automate the sales process so that I don't have to approve every sell I make? Thank you. Absolutely, guys. So whenever you go into Zenfolio and you first start selling, one of the things that you want to keep in mind is that when you create a price list for the first time and every time after that when you create a price list, by default there's an option turned on called order approval. And so what order approval is basically when your clients place an order, before it's sent to the lab to be produced and sent out to your client, you actually have a chance to review that order. This is really great for if you have a lot of clients who sometimes put in the wrong email address, or if you have clients who like to contact you right after they place an order and be like, I couldn't decide which photo, I picked one and now I want to change it. Is it too late to change it? We all have those clients. I know I definitely do. So order approval is really great for those situations because it gives you that little bit of safety buffer time where if you need to change something, you can do that. However, if you're a high volume photographer and you have hundreds of orders coming in, approving each and every single order could be a time-consuming task. So you can definitely turn this feature off. Let me show you where to do that. So what we're going to do is go to Selling, click on Price List, and then the nice thing is you can turn this feature on and off for each price list that you have independently. So if you've got some sports teams that you photograph and it's more of a volume job where there's going to be lots of orders and you don't want to have to review each one, you can turn it off for the price list that's applied to that gallery. But then if you have some portrait clients where you would like to spend a little bit more time on their photos and you want to just put in the extra time of making sure that everything looks correct before it's sent to them, you can leave order approval on for that price list. So what I'm going to do is just go to let's see, let's find a good price list here to use. I'm going to do my Portraits 2018 price list here. We're going to click on that. And like I said, this option is on by default anytime you create a new price list. So the second you create it, this order approval option is turned on. If you don't want to have to approve the orders, you just need to make sure that you go and you turn off this option. So this is going to be in the price list settings. So let me see if I can't get my internet to play ball with me today. It's probably going to load now that I hit the refresh button. I just get a little impatient there. But basically, it's in price list settings. It's a really easy option to turn off. You're just going to go in there. Yeah, exactly. See, I knew it was going to load as soon as I hit the refresh button. But you're going to go in there and you can just turn it off for that specific price list if you want. Okay, come on. Sorry guys, my internet is just been on its own thing today. I'm not sure what's going on with it. Hey guys, anybody have any cool shoots coming up? If you guys got anything really cool coming up, any cool shoots, or maybe this past week you've just done something really awesome that you want to share, let us know in the chat. I'd love to hear about what you guys have going on, what you're shooting, what you're photographing. I just finished out my sports season, so I'm really thankful to get my weekends back for a little bit. So I did my last sports shoot, I think, 2 weekends ago, and I'm finally getting my weekends back, which I'm thankful for. I know my son and my wife are thankful for as well. But let me know what you guys have going on in the chat. I'd love to hear it. All right, the price list is finally loaded. So what we're going to do is click on price list settings, and this is where you can go and turn that order approval option off. Now, again, if you want to make sure that the orders look good, if you like to take the time to do that, you could definitely leave it on. But for volume jobs, it completely makes sense to go in here and turn it off if you don't want to have to check over each and every order. So you're just going to go down here and say approve orders automatically. And then once you select that option, you're just going to save the price list. So once you choose that and go down to the bottom there and or at the top and click save, and that's going to save that with the order approval settings off. Now whenever your clients go in and they place an order, you're still going to get notified by an email, but those orders are going to go right to the lab. They're going to go right into production, and the lab's going to print them and deliver them out to your clients. All right, let me refresh this here and just get back to my dashboard really quick. Let me check on you guys on chat there. Okay, let's see. Wow, you guys are busy in here today. Okay, Texas is so winning. All right, let's see. My friend Reynosa from Mexico signed up. Hey, Chris, that's awesome. Hey, Greg, it's been a while since you've been able to get in here. It's good to have you back. Thanks for coming back and joining us. Chris said, I told him about you guys. He loves the platform. That is great to hear, Chris. Thanks so much. Yeah, and as Cheryl was saying, make sure that you're sharing out that referral code, guys. If you have friends who are photographers, I know we all do, and they're looking for a platform and you want to suggest Zenfolio to them, there's no reason why you shouldn't make a little bit of money as well. So if you go to settings, and I think it's under account, but I might be wrong. Let's see, where is it? Yep, so settings, it's under account. There is a link right here called Refer Friends. It's right here. Whoa, that was weird. Click on that, and that will give you the referral code that you need to share out with your friends. So you can copy this right here. When your friends use that referral code to purchase a Zenfolio account, they're going to get a discount, and you're going to get a credit. And so we all like free money. That credit would go in your Zenfolio account. You can use it to purchase prints. You can leave it in there and it can go towards the cost of the renewal of your account. So it's a really nice way if you're going to have friends that are coming over, give them a discount and make a little bit of money in the same time. And it's 20%, you guys, just so you see this. So it's a 20% discount and you get a 20% credit. So definitely worth checking out if you're not doing that already. And there is an easy way to share it here. So if you want to just share it out to Facebook, let people know about it, you can do that right here. All right, let me get back to my dashboard really quick. And let's see. Then another friend of mine from Wellsco signed up. See, Chris, you got to be using that referral code. Got to get them using that referral code so you can make that money. And they could have got a discount. That's a shame. Let's see. Oh, yep, and support will definitely help you out with that as well. Rodney says, same here, 2 referrals, and forgot to use the referral link. Guys, make sure you reach out to the support team. If you don't know how to get in touch with the support team, you can reach them at zenfolio.com/contact. That's how you can get in touch with the support team, and they will help you out with that as well. We have a great support team, so if you guys have not had any interaction with the support team, especially if you're new to Zenfolio, you see that little chat icon right here, I definitely say reach out to our support team. Click on that chat icon. Don't wait till you are frustrated. We have an amazing support team. They are friendly. They're almost, I think everybody on the support team are photographers as well, and they are super passionate about taking care of you guys and making sure that not only that you know how to use the platform really well, but that they provide you with a really great experience as well. So reach out to the support team. They love talking to you guys and helping you with your account. All right, let's see. Chris says, I'm having a grand opening this Saturday for my new studio. Wow, that is awesome. That is awesome. And then let's see. Katie says, can't wait to shoot the trends. I can't even pronounce that. Lunatic Asylum. Oh, are you going to, so it's in West Virginia. Is that a, hey Katie, is that an abandoned asylum that you're going to check out? Because that's definitely up my alley. I love going and doing photographing abandoned places. I like abandoned theme parks and things like that, going and checking those out. So that's awesome. But Chris, congratulations on the new studio. That's awesome. I had a studio for a very, very short time, and I realized how much I don't use a studio that I did not want to keep paying for it. But hopefully that studio works out really well for you, and you your business just grows like crazy. I know having a studio is a lot of fun, so congratulations on that. All right, Rodney says, I've been experimenting with a print art gallery, and I've been following a few landscape photographers. I like the idea of selling one photo multiple times. Yes. I'm not sure if that's a question, Rodney, or if it's just a statement. But if you have a question, definitely please feel free to clarify that a little bit in the chat, and I'll be glad to answer it. Not sure. All right, so let me grab another email question here really quick. So my next question here is, I've just noticed customers are able to add multiple photos for digital downloads and only pay the price for one image. This hasn't happened before. Why is this happening? So the reason this is happening is because when you create digital products, there's an option where you create the digital product that you can set up how many photos can be downloaded when they purchase this product once. So guys, let me take you there really quick, because this is really important to know and understand. So what we're going to do is we're going to go here to selling and then go down to digital products right here. And I'm just going to show you this digital product that I created earlier, and I'm going to show you where this is at. So everything's set up the same. We're just going to scroll down, and this right here, this actually, in my opinion, and if you watch the digital products video that Cheryl threw out in the chat a little bit earlier, I really emphasize how important this section is right here, because this is going to tell our system how many photos your clients get to download after they've purchased this product once. So if you want your clients to pay per image that they're going to download, you want to leave both of these numbers set to 1. That means that anytime they want to download a photo, they're going to have to pay that $10 downloading fee or purchase this product. Now, if you want to provide your clients with a really nice, easy, simple, like one click, get all the photos in your gallery as digital downloads, you can do that. One, you want to make sure that you title it accordingly. So you might want to call it something like full gallery download. And then 2, you're going to want to come in here and change these numbers. So I leave the minimum number set to 1, but if you have 300 photos in the gallery, you can do 300 and do the autofill from entire gallery option. Now when the client selects this product, it's going to take all of the photos in their gallery and apply it to this product, and they can buy it for the single price, and it does it all in pretty much one click. But if you're wanting them to pay, like I said, per photo, this needs to be set to 1 on both of these. That way they're not downloading multiple photos and only paying for one. So hopefully that answers that question. If you're still not sure, make sure to watch that video tutorial on selling digital products. It's on our YouTube channel. Just do a quick search for selling digital products. It's also in the chat right now as well. So it's in there in the chat. That video will take you through selling digital products step by step and explain each step to you and show you the best practices of how to have it set up. All right, let's see. So Rodney says, all good on the referrals. I won't forget next time. I had a good chat with the support. She listened to all of my feedback. That's awesome. Glad to hear that. Glad to hear that, Rodney. Like I said, we have an amazing support team. Rodney says, just adding what I was doing, my site and photography. Oh, okay, cool. Very cool. Yeah, that's, yeah, selling a single photo over and over again versus the traditional way of doing landscape where you have to, one print, maybe you have to produce multiple prints to sell that same image over and over again. It's so easy and so nice to do it on Zenfolio, where you can sell the same image, you can sell multiple products, and you don't have to have them already produced. They can be produced as they're ordered, which is really, really nice. All right, guys, we've probably got about 15 more minutes left. So if you have any questions, make sure that you're getting those in the chat. Katie says it's defunctional, but they do photo tours. Very cool. Yeah, that's definitely something that I would be interested in doing. I love going and checking out abandoned places. In fact, honestly, that's what got me into photography, is going and exploring abandoned places, photographing them with a little point and shoot. And then one day I just decided to buy a camera and I didn't know anything about it. Spent the next couple of years teaching myself photography, and that's pretty much the story. But yeah, Katie, definitely cool stuff. I hope you have a lot of fun on that photo tour. It sounds like it's going to be a good time. All right, guys, let me grab another email question really quick. How do I change the watermark opacity? So this is something you can do in Zenfolio. Now, a lot of times when it comes to changing the watermarks, first of all, we got to make sure that we're talking about watermarks that are applied to Zenfolio. If the watermark was on your photo when you uploaded it to Zenfolio, that's going to be part of the image. So first, you want to make sure that you're using the built-in watermarks feature in Zenfolio. If you're not familiar with it, there's a great video tutorial on how to set it up. There's also a video tutorial that will walk you through how to create custom watermarks in Photoshop. It'll show you how to do it step by step in Photoshop and then upload them into your Zenfolio account. But if you're not familiar, the watermarks feature is going to be on your photos page. So let me just switch over here, and it's going to be right here. You click on watermarks, and this is where you can turn watermarks on. You can turn the watermarks on. You can change the opacity, the positioning of it. One thing that you can't change about the watermark is the size. So when you upload a new watermark, whatever size it is, that's what it's going to be on the photo. So you want to make sure that you're following the practices that are put out in that video. Or if you click right here, it'll give you some instructions for creating watermarks. But if you want to change the opacity of a watermark, you can click on the watermark right here, go to Properties, and this is where you can change that opacity. So go to Properties, and the opacity is right here. You can bump it up, you can bring it down. Like I said, you can also drag this all over the image wherever you want, and then view it on other placeholder images as well. But like I said, the one thing that I can't do is I can't resize this, so I have to do that before I upload. But here's where you change the opacity right here. So once you've got that set up the way you want, you're just going to go in there and click the Save button, and that watermark will be set up. And then if you don't have it applied, you can go apply it to the photos in there. All right, let me jump back to my dashboard. And George says, thanks for the info, Robert. See you in the next meeting. Absolutely. Hey, George, thanks for hanging out with us. Don't forget, we do these we do these live streams. I'm forgetting when we do the live streams. Wow. We do these live streams every week, so make sure that you're subscribed. We'd love to see you here hanging out with us again, George. It's a great place to come learn about Zenfolio, and I wish you the best of luck in your Zenfolio account. Home Phone says, do you have any award-winning photos of old buildings? I don't have any uploaded to my demo account, but I'll make you guys a deal. I wouldn't call an award-winning photo, but Zenfolio did have an employee photo contest, and I submitted a photo that I took. And so I will show you guys some of those photos, and that photo next week on the next live stream. I will have those photos in the account so I can show those to you guys. So make sure that you guys are here next week, and I'll share some of my photos of the abandoned places that I've explored, so you guys can check that out and see what a horrible photographer I am. But yeah, I'll have that stuff next week so you guys can see it. Katie says, I'd love to see some of that work. Yes. And she says, I think there's even a word for it. Yeah, so there's Urban X is what people call it. Now, I live in North Carolina, so, and I'm actually more out on the rural side of North Carolina. So what I do a lot of times is more rural exploring. I don't know if it's the same category, so a lot of times I'm checking out abandoned farmhouses, but I do occasionally get to go in to some more urban areas and explore some of the buildings and things like that. But I'll share some of my work with you guys next week so you guys can check that out. All right, let's see. Let me grab another email question really quick. Where can I put photos so that they are not in a public gallery, but I can use them publicly for blogs and different things like that? Yeah, so Definitely a great question, guys. What I recommend doing, and even if you don't think that you would use this, I definitely recommend setting something up like this. Setting yourself up with a website assets group. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into the photos section of the account. And we're basically, I've already got one created here. You guys can see it. It's called Website Assets right here. And basically what this is for is if I want to go in and let's say I want maybe there's an abandoned photo right there. Let me see. Here's one. There you go. There's one, guys. I forgot I had one uploaded. So here's one of a farmhouse that I was in. But all right, back on track. So this is specifically for photos that I want to use somewhere on my site, but I don't want people to find this information. I don't want people to browse through them. I don't want people to access them other than where I intentionally want them to be used, maybe on things like blogs or maybe as cover photos. So create a group. I like to set mine to private. So what you can do is just go here, new group. I'll just call this one assets. And then what you're going to do is come over here to, after you click on it, come over here to group access. And I'm going to uncheck same as containing group, set this to private. There's a reason I'm setting it to private. Again, I don't want people to find this gallery. I don't want it to show up anywhere else. And then what I want to do is go down here to the search and metadata, and I'm going to uncheck all of these options because I don't want this stuff showing up anywhere other than where I designate it to show up. So I've basically created a protected container. And then inside of that, what I would do is I would create a new gallery. Maybe I'd call this blog photos. All right. And if you'll notice, as soon as I created that gallery took on the same settings as the group. So it's private, it's non-searchable, and then what you want to do is just add some photos in there. So I'm going to just move a couple of photos in here really quick. I'm just going to go to, I don't know what I have in here. Let's see. Let's say that I want to use, do I have anything that's like obviously, we'll just use this one right here. So let's say I want to use this for a blog post. I'm going to pretend that I'm uploading it into that new group that I created, but really I'm just moving it. So I'm going to put it in there. Going to hit move. That photo is going to move into that gallery. Ideally, you'd be uploading it into there. And then what you want to do is when your photos are in the gallery, you want to click on them and you want to go to photo access. This one's already been done, but you want to uncheck the same as containing group because we want this photo in here. We want this photo to be public. That way we can use it on blog pages and things like that. So it's inside a protected container where it's not going to be found, but we can use it on blog pages and different situations like that. So if I want to go to website and go to blog and create a new blog post, I can use that photo because that photo is public. So if I go here and I say photo and I go into that assets group, I can click on that photo and select it because it's public. However, if I change this and I try to select a photo that's not public, you're going to see really quick right here that it's not accessible. So it says photo is not publicly accessible, and the blog I can't even select it. So that is how you set that up, and I would definitely recommend everybody having something like that because it's just a nice place to have that container to store things. Store your logo files in there. I mean, you can't use your uploaded logo files that are in your Zenfolio account on your website, like in your site header, but it's a good place to store things that, you know, if you're out on business somewhere and maybe you ran out of business cards, you can jump in your Zenfolio account, go to your website assets group, and download the images that you need for your business cards and have them printed there in town somewhere. So it's a great place to store things like that. Definitely handy. I would definitely have one created if you don't have one. All right, let's see. We check on you guys in chat here really quick. So, let's see. Home Phone says, nah, the name is Freaky Scary Picture. He said, you are horrible, but you won a photo contest for Zenfolio employees. How bad are they? We have got some, let me tell you guys, when I say that everybody in the support team are photographers, we have got some amazing, amazing photographers. We've got some really talented wedding photographers that make me just never want to shoot a wedding ever again. And then also, Cheryl is a super talented photographer as well, that she just, her images are always these nice, bright, happy images that I just, for some reason, when I do portrait sessions, they don't ever come out bright and happy like what I've seen Cheryl do. And then there's somebody who's on our dev support named Zach, who shoots some really amazing landscape photography. He makes a trip out, or does a trip out to Hawaii. So Home Phone, you guys might run into each other. He does a trip out to Hawaii from time to time, and he does some amazing shots there. I've seen some really cool lava photos that he's taken, and I think he also does some aviation photography as well. That's really amazing. But there are a lot of super talented photographers that work in Zenfolio as well. All right, guys, we've got about 5 more minutes left. So let me grab an email question. If you guys have any more questions, definitely please use the live chat. Get those questions answered so I can make sure to answer those live before we have to end the stream today. Again, if you're watching the recorded version of this, then please make sure to hit up that link in the description below and ask the questions for the following week. We would love to have you guys join us live, but I completely understand sometimes you're just so, we're just so busy. It's not always possible. So hopefully you guys are enjoying being able to watch the recorded version of this. If you're not subscribed to us in iTunes, you can subscribe to us in iTunes in the podcast directory, which is really cool because you will get a notification of our new video tutorials. And then also, once the live stream's over and the video, the recording of it's pushed out through our channel, you'll also get notified when that recording is available as well. So definitely do a quick search in iTunes for Zenfolio video tutorials. Make sure to subscribe to that. That way you get those notifications and those new videos right to your phone, to your iPad, or wherever you watch podcasts. All right, let me grab another email question here really quick. Next to the photo, it says, visit shop, and then there are some print prices. Is there a way to add my digital packages underneath those print prices so the customer does not need to go searching for it within visit shop? So it sounds like what you're talking about is the shopping experience. If you're not familiar, guys, there are 2 different types of shopping experiences, and there's actually 3 different combinations that you can use. So let me show you guys what those are really quick and how you can change them and modify them to fit your needs. So first, what we're going to do is we're going to go into selling, because it's important that you guys know what controls the different parts of the shopping experience. So I'm going to go into my Portraits 2018 price list right here. Maybe if my internet will let me get in there. And what we're going to do is I'm going to show you guys how to make sure that you have everything in your price list that you want added to your quick shop. That's the little side buying panel that your clients see. Let me just show you that while we're waiting here. So if I go to Ryan and Sarah really quick, and let's turn on a price list. We'll do Portraits 2018. We're going to save that. And then the last thing I'm going to do is, I know a lot of times I do a lot of changing, and it's possible to change the photos price list. So I'm just going to make sure that they all have the same price list applied to them. So I'm going to click on the photos, go to multiple, and say 2018 just to make sure that that's the same. All right, so let's go check this out really quick. I'm actually going to pull it up in Customize View so I can show you guys what it looks like, show you how to make these changes. So while that's opening up in Customize View, what we're going to do is go back to this price list, and this is the quick shop right here. Now let me add a package to my price list really quick. So let's just add, oh, looks like they're already there. So they are here. So these packages, anything that you have in your price list will appear down here on the bottom left, and then you can pick and choose what you want to show in the quick shop, which is the side buying panel. Guys, I definitely recommend using that quick shop. It's a nice, really nice streamlined shopping method. So I like to start off with a slim price list and use the quick shop price list and just add everything over here. So anything that you want to appear in your client's quick shop buying panel, make sure it's added to the quick shop price list. Packages can be added there. Anything that you have can be added there. So that's where that's at here. So now if I go here, what we're going to do is close out this thing that I was testing. And then what we're going to do is, let me just click on a photo here. That's going to bring you up to the buying screen where we can do purchasing. And this is the quick shop list right over here. So you can see the packages and all that are here. Now, if I go to options, there are the shopping setup options right here. So the three configurations that you can have is the quick shop and visit shop option. So let me just show you that. That's where it's going to show the visit shop button up here at the top, and then it's going to show the quick shop list on the right, bottom right. So here's visit shop, here's quick shop. So your clients can either use quick shop or they can click on visit shop, and that will take them to the shop home, which they won't see this. We're just seeing this because I'm logged into my account. They're going to go right to the shop home page that looks like this when it loads here. So it's going to load. Everything's going to be in categorized views. It's a really pretty shopping experience when it comes to being quick and streamlined and fast. This is not the route that I like to take. One thing I do like is I do like the way it shows your packages, but then all the rest of your products are down here in these different category views. So it's a nice, pretty shopping experience, but for me, I feel like it's not as quick and as streamlined as the quick shop, so that's what I normally use. So what I would probably do is I would just go to options and then just use quick shop only. And what that does is that takes that visit shop option away, only leaves the quick shop section there. So that visit shop option's gone. Your clients can use just the quick shop. So if I wanted a 4x6 of this, I would just click that. This is the shopping experience that I prefer. I find it much more streamlined, easy to understand. And then once you have your shopping set up the way you want, you can click Save as Default. Make those your default settings for all of your galleries, and then publish the changes that you've made here on the back end. So anyway, I hope that answers your question there about the shop. We've got a few more minutes left, guys. If you have any last minute questions, make sure to get those in the chat. Let me see if I have a quick question here that I can get through. All right, here's a quick question. Do I need to collect sales tax? I'm not sure. We always recommend getting in contact with a sales tax professional for that question. Now, personally, I try to always make sure that I'm collecting sales tax because I would much rather have it collected, have it set aside, and send those payments throughout the year versus Uncle Sam coming to collect at the end of the year and I'm like, I spent it. Or I didn't collect it. So personally, I try to always charge sales tax, but I definitely recommend getting in contact with a sales tax professional to make sure that you understand what you should be charging sales tax on and how you should be charging it. And you can set it up in the account. Guys, we've got a video tutorial that will walk you through that whole process. Just go to our channel and search sales tax, and that video will pop up on the channel there, and it will walk you through the whole process. There's also a super awesome video that's just kind of a tax general video that I did with Amanda from our support team, who is a really amazing photographer as well. She kind of goes and talks about sales tax and different things. I would definitely check that video out as well. All right, guys, unfortunately, we are about out of time. I do want to say thank you to everybody who came and hang out with us today. Thanks for all of the really great questions. Hopefully you guys found this helpful. Thanks Rodney. Thanks Chris. George, Home Phone, Katie, and let's see, did I miss anybody? And Greg, and hopefully I got everybody that was here. And Chris. Yeah, thank you guys for coming and hanging out. If you're not subscribed, make sure to click the subscribe button so you're notified whenever we go live. If you're watching the replay of this, the chat will also replay right to the right of it, so any links that we shared will be in that chat replay as well. You can click on them and access them. Thank you guys again for coming and hanging out with us. I hope you all have a great and wonderful week. And make sure to come back next week because I'm going to share some of my photos with you guys so you can see some of the photography that I do. And maybe that'll be something that we start doing on a semi-regular basis, maybe sharing some of the team's photos or something like that. But definitely make sure to come back and check us out next week. And until then, I hope you guys have a great weekend.